hope you enjoyed day 1. Welcome to day 2. We're going to flow through all the moves we learned yesterday, doing a few reps of each and just continue to familiarize ourselves with this sequence. So whenever you're ready to get started, please come onto your mat. When you're ready, we'll go over our setup. You have the size of 2 fists between your feet, between your knees, your shoe size heels to glutes, and you can roll your back down onto the mat. Use your Pilates diamond shape, index fingers together, thumbs together. Place the thumbs on your belly button, fingertips on your pubic bone, heels of your hands on the wings of your pelvis. If your thumbs are lower than your fingertips, you're imprinting your back. If the fingers are lower than the thumbs, you're arching your back. Use that diamond shape and find the center of these 2 pelvic tilts where your thumbs line up with your fingers. You'll notice that there's a very gentle, natural curve in the lower back, not enough space to fit your hands under fully. You can imagine a marble in the center of this diamond shape. Roll it into your belly button, roll it back out, and find the center. Hands onto the ribs. Make sure your lower ribs stay attached to the ground so they don't flare. You're breathing out to the sides and then drawing the ribs in and down. Inhale to the back and the side of your ribs. Exhale to draw the ribs in and down towards each other at the front. Inhale deep and wide to the rib cage. Exhale, draw the ribs in and down. Hands by your sides, shoulders back and down, lower ribs attached to the mat, tailbone heavy, lower ribs heavy, chest is open, gentle chin nod. When you're ready, access your core. Scoop through the core and knit your ribs together. Breathe in. Exhale, gentle with the pelvic floor, scoop and knit your ribs. Inhale, open the ribs out. Exhale, find your pelvic floor, scoop and knit the ribs. Breathe in. Exhale, stabilize the center and lift your first knee into tabletop. Breathe in to prepare. Use your exhale to lift your second leg, knees and ankles together, and find your 90-degree angle. Imagine a weight on your torso. Keep that neutral position while you pump the arms, inhaling for 5 breaths and exhaling for 5 breaths. This is the tabletop version of the 100. We can also do the version where our legs are down and we come into ab prep, using your core to lift head, neck and shoulders. Make sure you don't jam your back into the mat. Chin is on top of a peach and your chest is nice and open. Pumping from the armpits, reach across the room. Reach your fingers towards your feet. Inhaling for 5, exhaling for 5, keeping your spine as still as possible. Make sure that there's no pain in your neck. You can always lower down and relax it out if you need. Roll your head from side to side, hug your knees in to relax your lower back. Go for a stretch to prepare for the next move. We're going to build it from its smaller form, C-curve. Bigger distance from heels to glutes and sit up nice and tall. Get your brain into your core work, pelvic floor, abs and ribs. Feel that core set of muscles supporting you in neutral. Set up your shoulders, relax your shoulders and get ready. Exhale, scoop through the core and come into your C position. Make sure that you keep that scoop so the front and back of the body are long. Pull the belly button through the spine and knit your ribs together. We don't feel this in our lower back. It takes our full concentration to keep the abs involved. Exhale to scoop into C-curve. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, scoop the core, come forward. Inhale, roll and stack. Exhale, get longer and taller. Inhale, exhale, come forward. Stack as high towards the sky as you can. So, when you're ready, bring your heels a little bit closer to your bum and roll your back down onto the mat. Hands by the sides, pelvis is neutral, ribs are down. Breathe in. Exhale to lift into tabletop. Use your core to stabilize, knees and ankles together. Inhale, imprint, bring the knees in. Exhale, knees go forward and then you neutralize. Inhale, imprint, bring the knees in. Exhale, knees go forward and neutralize. Try and flow it a little bit with your breath and exhale. So we always have that center focus, that center control. So leg circles, right leg down, left leg up, hands out to the sides, reach far apart. Grab the floor like 2 claws with your hands, elbows down, shoulders down. Right foot is pressing down and you start to circle with the left leg. Reach the ankle towards the ceiling. Reach the ankle away from the knee away from your hip. Reverse direction. Just feel these small circles, keeping your pelvis and the rest of your spine as still as possible. Reach as far apart as you can and swap the legs around, gently pressing into the bottom leg, reaching up through the top leg, and start the circles small, as if your toe is a crayon, drawing the circles on the ceiling. Feel the circle and then reverse the direction. Just a few in each direction to get us used to this move. You can hug your knees in to relax your lower back, and whenever you're ready, roll forward. Bum away from the heels. Sit up nice and tall, stretching through the crown of the head. Scoop your core and find your long and strong C-curve setup. Long and strong in the back and the front, and then lift into tabletop. Inhale back to the shoulder blades. Exhale, scoop your belly and pause. Inhale, shoulder blades. Exhale, scoop and pause. Make sure your feet don't touch the ground. Inhale and exhale, use your core. Inhale to the shoulder blades, exhale, scoop and pause. Once more, and exhale. Let go of that exercise. Check in with your pelvis position, your ribs and your shoulders, your chin. Scoop through your core and lift into tabletop. One leg at a time. Scoop through your core and lengthen your left leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, right leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch the back of the leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale and inhale. Keep your spine as still as possible and use the core as the leg lengthens. This will help you later when the move gets bigger. So, both legs up to the ceiling and then bend. We reverse the breathing. Inhale up and exhale down. Again, when this move gets bigger, the breathing will make more sense here. When you're ready, we're going to go for a hamstring stretch to prepare us for a single leg straight stretch. It's okay if your knee is bent. Hands can be above or below the knee. Stretch through your toes, ankle, knee and hip, and keep your tailbone down on the ground. Gentle pressure into the leg that's still on the mat and reach to the sky with your straight leg. Hopefully there's no wind blowing your mat around. Keep reaching up to the sky. Only draw the leg closer to you if your knee is completely comfortable with it. Swap sides. Keep reaching through the toes, the ankle, the knee and the hip. Gentle pressure in your foot that's still on the mat. Keep breathing deep into the body and exhale, reach. Strength and length together. We're not just pulling the leg. Tailbone is heavy, lower ribs are heavy, and you're breathing deeply. So we'll build it up nice and slowly to protect our joints. Double leg straight stretch. It's okay if there's a little bend in the knees. You just want to keep your pelvis as still as possible. Push through your heels and find your straightest position with the legs. Only go as low as you can maintain a neutral pelvis. Bend your feet on the way down and point your toes on the way up. So we're changing the line of pull in the legs. Exhale on the way down, inhale on the way up. Only going as low as you can keep your neutral spine position. Feet down, upper body into ab prep, elbows are wide so you find the floor quickly. If the elbows are too close together like this, the hips are more likely to wobble. Chest is open, reach out to the sides. Relax anytime you need, and when you're ready, exhale, inhale, exhale and inhale. See how steady the hips are, and we're rotating through the mid-spine. Keep the chest open, keep the neck relaxed, come out of it anytime you need. Moving on to our spine stretch. So, start again. You have your feet far away from your bum and you set up your shoulders. Sit up tall and use your core. Exhale, chin into the chest, stretch the upper back, lower back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, use your core to roll up lower, middle, upper. Take a breath in. Exhale, reaching, stretching the back. Inhale. Exhale, scoop through your core and roll and stack. Midline focus. Use your concentration, center yourself. Exhale to roll and stack. Get taller each time. Inhale. Exhale, scoop your core and reach forward. Inhale, reach further. Exhale, scoop your belly, roll and stack, and relax your shoulders. Bring your bum closer to your heels. Use your C curve. Lift into tabletop. And we're repeating rolling like a ball here. Later on, this move is going to turn into an exercise called open leg rocker. Here's the foundation of our move. So we are repeating some of the foundation moves. Scoop your core and gently roll down. Hands by the sides, check your 90-degree angle. We repeat rollover prep because it's going to prepare us for the move that this turns into, which will be called corkscrew later. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Core focus, core control. Moving on to saw. Open the legs wider than the hips and bend the feet. Bend your knees and relax your feet if you need to. Check in with your pelvic floor, abs and rib connection. Check in with your shoulders and open the arms wide out to the sides. Zip up through the core. Twist to the right, sawing the outside of your knee. Twist to the left, saw the knee, the ankle or the little toe, just keeping your hips glued to the ground. Get your chest towards your knee. Keep the head high so that we're not trying to get our head down to our knee. This is a hinge from our hips. Keep both hips glued to the ground and only go further if it suits your back. You can keep the movement small. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. That's enough for today. Your hip flexors might take a little while to get used to it. Create some slack, some rhythm on the hip flexors. Relax your shoulders. Take as much time as you want between exercises while we learn them. You can go to one side with your legs, or you can cross your ankles and roll through, getting ready for the flow to come later. Come down onto your belly, relax your neck, reach through your toes, ankles, knees and hips, tuck your tailbone, scoop through the core, relax your shoulders down. You start with your elbows by your sides and your shoulders away from your ears. Check in with your neck, making sure there's no pinched skin in the back of the neck. Inhale to peel the upper body, reach through the crown of the head. Exhale, lower as the legs lift, and you keep the tailbone tucking. So the whole body is really involved, even though the move looks tiny. You feel the reach forward through the head, back through the feet, and the stability through the center. Keep that core focus throughout your exercise in each rep. When you're ready, we're going to move on to single leg kicks. Forehead in the hands, press into the front of the legs and reach through your ankles. Bend your right foot, right knee, and do your pulses. Left side, pulse, 2, 3, and inhale. Keep the pelvis still, center strong. Exhale, 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 inhale. Embrace the breathing. You'll notice your connection deepen. We're getting ready to move on to double leg kicks. Interlock your fingers behind your lower back. Reach your hands towards your heels and set up your neck. Bring your brain into the center of your body and tuck your tailbone. Gently lower down, relaxing your elbows. Bend your ankles, tuck your tailbone, pushing into the front of your legs, and pulse both heels. Make sure that the front of your legs stay glued to the mat so we get a stretch across the front of the knees. We don't want the body to move too much, so you stabilize as much as you can and you pulse both heels towards your bum. So we exhale and inhale. Exhale, pulse, 2, 3, keeping focus in the front of the legs. When you're ready, come onto all fours. Relax your shoulders, relax your back through a cat-cow stretch. And when you're ready, you can go to one side or cross your ankles over. This will help us build a flow later on. For now, we're looking at C-curve. It will turn into neck pull. So, check in with your C-curve technique, gentle with the hands behind the knees, nice and tall. Use your exhale to engage your core. Remember, the front of the body draws into the back of the body. You can hold on to the back of the knees or let go. As you exhale and come forward, the belly button draws through the spine. So, hands can let go, allowing you to go a bit deeper into that C-curve. But if you feel like you want another few days with the hands behind the knees, you can stay at that level. Focusing on the center, whichever level you choose. Now we prepare for another hamstring stretch, helping us to build towards the exercise this will become. Hands above or below the knee, just not at the back of the joint capsule. Wherever it suits you, and it's okay if there's a little bend in the knee. Keep the tailbone down, draw the leg towards you, reach up through your toes, ankle, knee and hip, and gently press into the opposite leg. Breathe deeply and then swap the legs over. Gently pressing down with the leg that's on the ground, reaching through your straight leg and breathing deeply through the body. Just allow this move to get slightly bigger as the days go on. We're not forcing our knee to do anything. We're going to check our setup for shoulder bridge, hip distances between the feet and the knees, shoe size, heels to glutes, and you can roll your back down onto the mat. Check your pelvis, hands by the sides, tailbone heavy, shoulders back, gentle chin nod, check in with your rib cage, breathe in. Exhale, peel lower spine, middle, upper spine, knees reach across the room and you tuck your tailbone. Make sure you're not lifting up too high so we're nice and neutral from the knees to the hips to the shoulders. You exhale and melt back down. I'll take my hand out of the way. See how I move one vertebra at a time. Make sure you feel the difference between all the links in your back. Breathe in at the top. Exhale, melting down like a bicycle chain, one link at a time. So breathe in, and as you breathe out, you roll up through the spine, press into the feet. Reach your knees across the room. We'll do one more round. Inhale. Exhale to peel up one vertebra at a time. Breathe into the side of the ribs and exhale to roll down one vertebra at a time. Take a gentle breath in and we'll just prepare to move on to the next exercise in the series. You're coming to a cross-legged position. Swap your cross so we make both sides feel nice and even. Anchor your hips down the side of your feet. Make sure we're nice and stable like you're sitting in cement. Check your shoulder blade position. Use your armpits to gently draw down and scoop through your core. Open the arms out, palms face down. You could modify this by bending the elbows if you want to, or placing your fingertips on your shoulders. Sit nice and tall, scoop through your core, and we rotate. We pulse this breath, so it's exhale, 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 inhale. Open your chest, move from the center, and inhale. Exhale, 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 inhale back to the center. Keep the chest open. Modify with the arms if you need to. Exhale, 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 inhale. Keep the hips still. 2, 3, and inhale. Relax it out. Again, we're still at the stage where we're looking at the exercises. We'll add more reps later. Roll back onto the mat. We're doing a rollover prep. Later on, this will become jackknife. Check your setup, scoop through the core and come into tabletop one leg at a time, knees and ankles together. Inhale, knees towards the chest. Exhale, lower to your starting position of tabletop. You can peel the spine a little bit off the mat, like I'm doing here, if it's totally comfortable for your back. Finish on the one that you're on. It's just a bit of practice, and we're coming on to our left side for our side lying series. You could rest your head in your arm, lie down flat, or support your head. Gentle bend in the bottom knee, press down into the ankle knee hip, keep your knee glued to the ground and reach through the top leg. Hand onto the hip, turn your knee in and out, internally rotate, externally rotate, feel the ball and socket joint moving. Knee up to the ceiling if it's comfortable, or parallel if you need more time. When you're ready, inhale up to the ceiling, bend your foot and exhale to lower. Inhale, point, exhale, push down through the heel. Inhale, reach up to the sky, exhale to lower. Whatever the top leg does, keep pressing into the bottom knee. Relax it out. We're going to do that on our second side. We're going to be adding more exercises onto side lying as the days go on. Choose your upper body position. Press into the ankle knee hip with the lower body. When you're ready, wake up that hip, that ball and socket joint. Get your brain thinking about this area before we start, and choose your knee position. When you're ready, inhale up and exhale down. Inhale, point, exhale, bend. Press into the bottom leg, inhale up and exhale down. The hand in front is helping you to balance, but most of your focus goes into that bottom leg. Whenever you're ready, we roll onto our back for teaser prep. Your feet are far away from your bum, you roll down and we imprint our back. Imprinting your back and pressing the lower ribs down so all of our spine is in contact with the mat. Reach your arms in line with your ears. Feel that bit of elastic underneath the armpits as your lower ribs press down. If you flare the ribs, you'll lose that feeling. So get nice and stable and stretch through the sides of the body. Exhale to come forward. Inhale. And exhale, use your core and gently lower down. Inhale, but the lower ribs stay down. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, exhale, roll down. Stretch and inhale. Exhale, use your core. Lift the shoulders off the mat. Nice and strong through the center, and keep breathing. Gently come out of the one that you're on. We'll build this exercise as the days go on. Hug your knees in to relax your lower back. Roll forward whenever you're ready. Preparing for hip circles. Hands are behind the back. Make sure you're not arching too much, not flexing too much either. We want to open up the chest while gently tucking our tailbones. Legs are in tabletop. You exhale to one side without the shoulders moving. Inhale center, exhale other side. Keep your breastbone forward and proud. You can modify by lowering onto the elbows as long as you can still keep your chest open. It might take a little bit of time for our hip flexors to get used to this exercise. Build it up slowly and take breaks whenever you want. Relax it out of the front of your hips, just creating a bit of blood flow, a little bit of slack. Relax your shoulders if that's your area that's taking a while to catch up with the rest of the exercises. Whenever you're ready, you can go to one side, or you can cross your ankles over and roll through, whatever suits your knees and hips at the moment. Stretch forwards and backwards. You have hip distance or a little bit closer between your ankles. Reach through the legs, press into the front of the feet, the front of the legs, and tuck your tailbone. Stretch forward through the hands while also keeping the shoulders down away from your ears. Get that nice neutral neck position. Then we lift opposite arm and opposite leg without pushing into the back. So you're stretching across the room. Opposite arm, opposite leg with a little tuck of the tailbone, so we're not able to lift too high. Opposite arm, opposite leg. For today, we'll focus on the coordination and just relax it out. When you're ready, come onto all fours, the size of 2 fists between your knees, knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. Spread the fingers wide. Check your shoulder blade position, finding that neutral center. Check the pelvis, finding neutral. Press into the front of the feet. Scoop through your core, knit your ribs. Find your neck position. Reach forward through the crown of the head, back through the tailbone, knitting your ribs and lengthening the right leg back. Just think about pressing down into each leg and trying to lift the opposite knee. If you feel comfortable, both legs can go back. Squeeze your bum and your inner thighs. Maintain your neutral spine. Your brain is in the abs, the bum, the inner thighs, so the work goes down the body. You can always do one leg at a time if having both legs back doesn't suit you. Relax it out of your shoulders for as long as you need. You can always pause the video. You can go to one side, or you can cross your ankles and come through. Eventually this will be a reverse plank. Check your hip distances, your shoe size. Hands can point in or out. Just make sure you avoid pointing the fingers back behind you. Open up your chest. Make sure that you can tuck your tailbone slightly with the chest open. Push into the feet and squeeze your bum to lift higher, opening the front of the legs. Press into your feet so more attention goes down the body. Come out of this early anytime you want. Let it build up slowly as the days go on. We're going to go for a little stretch forward. Bring your chest towards your knees. Then you can bring your arms around, just relaxing it out of the wrists, elbows and shoulders. Coming to a side kneeling position, hip distance between the knees. Reach your arms out in 2 different directions. Go for a stretch through each wrist. Zip up through the center. Quick reminder of your pelvis setup for this exercise. Find the middle and zip up. When you're ready, reach apart, load the weight into your left wrist. Push through the heel to take the weight out of the hand and push down the body. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, stretch, exhale to lift. Inhale, stretch, exhale, lift. Keep pushing down the body so there's less weight in the wrist. We'll try that on the second side. Bend your foot and push through the heel. Very little weight in the hand. Inhale to lower the leg and exhale to lift. It's okay if the leg doesn't lift very high at the moment. It can take a while for our bodies to get used to this one. The main thing today and tomorrow is that the wrist is relaxing. Come to a cross-legged position for mermaid. Reach the arms out to the sides and zip up through the center and relax your shoulders. Left palm up to the ceiling. Exhale over to the right side. Check in with your shoulders, that your shoulders are away from the ears. Doesn't matter how much you side bend, just listen to your body. Swap sides and exhale. Inhale, get taller than before. Swap your palms and exhale. Inhale, float up. Exhale, gently lower. There's not much weight in that bottom hand. Exhale over. Inhale, grow taller through the spine. Exhale over, big or small side bend. Swap the legs over, it makes a difference to our hips. Zip up, reach the arms out, right palm up. Exhale, inhale tall. Exhale, second side. Inhale, grow tall. Very little weight in the hand, pressing down into the hips and growing tall through the spine. As the days go on, we'll change our hip position in this exercise. For now, cross-legged is fine, and you can continue with cross-legged if I offer a more advanced version, but this one suits you best. Relax it out of your shoulders for as long as you need, and when you're ready, we'll come to our next exercise. We're going to practice a version of spine stretch, slightly different breathing to earlier on. You inhale forward and you exhale to roll and stack, core focus. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, get taller with your spine than before. Inhale, stretch, feel the mid-back stretch. Exhale, scoop through the core and get taller than before. Relax it out, bring your bum towards your heels, scoop through your core, and we're repeating rolling like a ball. This will become seal later. Get your brain into your core and keep that lift. Inhale to the shoulder blades, exhale, scoop your belly and pause. Inhale and exhale, core focus. Inhale and exhale, come forward. We're going over our plank setup again. Go to one side or come through the ankles. Check your all fours setup. Check in with your core setup. Just a quick note here, we're going to build our plank slowly so that we feel the firing pattern reconditioning throughout our bodies. We want the lower body really involved in plank so we can do push-ups without hurting our wrists, our elbows, our shoulders or our necks. It takes a bit of time to get there. The body needs to get used to this new firing pattern. You can practice one leg at a time or both legs back behind you, but you squeeze your bum, your inner thighs and scoop through the center so you can feel your plank without needing a mirror or someone to spot you. Pilates push-ups are different to regular push-ups. We're not going to introduce them yet. We're going to continue building this really strong plank first. Relax your shoulders. We're getting ready to roll up. Gentle all fours position. Walk your hands towards your feet, hip distance and parallel. Knees can be bent or legs can be straight. Breathe in to prepare. Exhale to roll up through your spine. Inhale and exhale. Opposite direction. Let it go. Thank you so much. That's day 2 done. I'll see you tomorrow for day 3. We're spotlighting the roll up. Start with your C curve position. Zip up through the center. Draw the front of the body through the back of the body, so the front and the back are long. Notice the difference when we separate or when we draw the front into the back. You want that sense of length and strength together. Set up your chin position and make sure that your feet stay on the ground. Exhale, scoop and come forward. Inhale, grow tall through the spine. Every time you roll up, you want to get a little bit taller through the back of the body. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, create space. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, get taller than before. So we can start to progress. Let go with the hands. Set up your shoulders. Focus on the center. Exhale, go a bit deeper than before. Inhale. Exhale, scoop and come forward. Inhale, roll and stack. Feel that opposition. The hands reach forward as the belly button pushes you back. The belly button is pulling back as your hands reach forward. And roll and stack. Go for length, go for strength. Another version, we go a little bit further. Inhale. Exhale, scoop through the core. Your core must be in control. Your neck must be relaxed. So already you've got 3 versions to choose from. As our days build and progress, you can always stick with the first version, hands behind the knees, the second version where you go a bit deeper, or this third one where you go deeper still. We want to go further. So when you're ready, scoop through the core and roll the whole way down. Like our teaser prep, arms in line with the ears. Keep the lower ribs down. Exhale, scoop through the core and come forward without the feet lifting. Inhale, roll and stack. Exhale, scoop through the core. Center focus will help you maintain stability. Inhale, reach in line with the ears. Exhale, use your core to come forward. The breath will help you. Inhale, nice and tall. Eventually, we want to straighten out the legs. You can bend the feet or you can point the toes. Let's try bending the feet. Scoop your core and roll down one vertebra at a time. Inhale, reach lower ribs down. Exhale, scoop through the core and come forward. Think about being long and strong. Point your toes, bring the legs together, scoop through your core, rolling down one vertebra at a time. Always check in with the lower ribs pressing down. Exhale, scoop your core, roll back up with the legs anchored down. Roll and stack and relax your shoulders. Here's our most advanced version. Inhale to lower down. Exhale to come back up. We roll through C curve here. Inhale, lower ribs down. Exhale, scoop through the core and roll up without the legs lifting. Inhale and gently roll down. Exhale, use your core work to come back up. And that's how we build from C curve to the roll up. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.